security's moved right up to the fore of a lot of companies' concerns, not just CIOs, but indeed concerns of whole boards. And do you think that the data center business is being affected by the worries about information security?
I think this is an issue that's on the top of many of our customers' minds, and what we see is certainly they're making their own investments to improve their capability and to put up stronger defenses against threats. But what we also see is an emerging wave of new security providers who are growing the sophistication of their platforms to take on these new threats. Equinix is very concerned about physical security, and we've taken quite extensive measures to protect the physical security of our customers. I think the vulnerabilities and certainly the greater risk is in the categories of cybersecurity, compromises, viruses, malware, etc. And those threats continue to multiply. Fortunately, the sophistication of the countermeasures is keeping up with them, but it is a bit of an arms race where it continues to escalate.
Do you think that data center security receives enough attention, given that most of the focus of businesses is still on the endpoint, it's still on the device?
From my discussions with customers and the feedback that we get, I think it is getting adequate attention. I think each company is assessing their risks and their exposures and taking measures towards that. I think the broader challenge that they have is as they move into a cloud environment, building on one hand the know-how and on the other hand the capability to secure that environment with so many disparate elements is a new level of state of the art, and I think that's where companies are really investing and needing to invest to ensure the overall integrity of their environments.
So it's quite a complex problem, but it's not deterring companies from investing in data centers or indeed cloud infrastructure, is it?
Not at all. In fact, I would say over the past 12 months, customers have shown an increased willingness to use cloud infrastructure, and we've very much moved from a if people will adopt and integrate to the cloud, and much more so of a how and when, how to do that effectively, securely, and with best results. And that's encouraging for the overall data center industry. It's certainly driven growth of cloud providers, and I expect that to continue for some time.
Where do you think the most interesting opportunities lie for CIOs in terms of improving their business's operations through the cloud, and how does that impact on the decisions you're making as a company as well, in terms of where you're placing your bets?
The one that we're most involved with and most focused on is the ability to integrate clouds into multi-cloud environments and leverage the capability that comes from integrating platforms. As people move up the adoption curve, they're taking on more sophisticated requirements and they're doing more sophisticated things, whether it's in Internet of Things, enterprise environments, the enterprise networks. The element of it is not so much about being vendor agnostic as it is to being able to integrate multiple vendor environments into a single business platform for that customer, taking advantage of the capabilities and the strengths of various platforms. Equinix, with our global platform and the Cloud Exchange, have a role to play in that, but there are clearly many other players who have to be involved and bring subject matter expertise to bear.